Welcome to True Crime and Wine Time. I'm Terry.
And I'm Llama.
Tonight, we are uncorking the truth behind one of the darkest crimes and breaking it down together with you.
One case, one conversation, and one or maybe two glasses of wine to take the edge off. It's time to get comfortable and double check those locks before we get started.
So let's take a sip and dive in.
Hello. Look at us here to talk about something new.
I know we are no longer in Alaska, but I will say I would like to go to Alaska for one thing today.
Oh.
I need some cooler air. It is hot here. It is hot.
It's kind of warm here, but it's not like that kind of hot here.
Yeah, and now it's humid because of the rain. So it's kind of good where we're going tonight.
Gross. I know. We're going from Alaska to Florida. Two completely opposite, yet just as crazy places.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I already reached out and asked Buffy if she knew the word from last night that she wasn't around to hear. The Shefalaya. She knows it.
Made up places. Made up places. Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Before we begin, I think some of you know what to do, right? You hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when we go live or drop an episode, because we are going to be moving fast.
Do you know what I learned? If you hit it a second time because you think you didn't hit it, it takes away your like. So make sure you look at the number before you do that. I just learned that.
Well, you just learned that when you click
you hit it a second time. That I was like, oh, it was like 18. And then I was like, oh, no, it's 17. So I hit it again and it took it back to 18. Oh, stop it, Amy. That's important to know for people.
Hello on Top X. Hi. Hope you're doing well.
And if you're listening to this on the pod, please download, leave a rating and review, as it helps our little pod get noticed. And if you're driving, please do not watch. Keep your eyes on the road.
She's talking to you at On Top.
Talking to you.
And probably for our West Coasters who do like to listen to us while they're driving home in their commute, because it is that time in California where it's like 8 o'clock at night, my time. And I'm like, I'm tired.
You're tired.
I'm so tired. But also for our YouTube channel, if you didn't know this, you can become a member, which comes with all sorts of exclusive perks, including member-only content, shows, videos, Terry getting ready and talking about who knows what. You never know with her. It's a box of mysteries, which I enjoy and I love, because she
and Mama's going to do some with me. We've agreed that you will do some with me.
That's true. That's true. All you have to do is just click the join button and pick which tier works best for you. So, Terry, because I've been doing this part for like the last 4 weeks, why don't you tell us what we're going to be covering tonight?
Yes, guys, we are no longer in Alaska. We appreciated our time there, but we are heading straight to Florida, where this case feels like less like reality and more like something pulled straight from a twisted script. At the center is a woman whose obsession spirals guys into full-blown bunny boiler territory. And what unfolds is a story tangled in deception, lies, a murder for hire plot that, guys, it sounds too outrageous to be true. But then we're going to add in a splash of reality TV and a victim who is far from being the perfect victim. Okay?
That's true.
And you've got a case that blurs the line between unbelievable and undeniable. And I don't know why it says Disney.
It's definitely not a Disney movie. I'll tell you that. Not this one.
No. And tonight, why don't you tell us what you're drinking?
Well, I'm actually drinking my leftover drink from last night because Elbow Feet made it really strong.
Oh, that's right.
And so I didn't want to be wasteful. You can't be wasteful for that. So it's my leftover Sveta vodka, orange juice, and then I added some fresh orange juice to it. So good to go.
This person and Laura, they go together, and I did forget about that. We are not boiling Peter Cottontail, guys, okay? No boiling the bunnies today.
I will say this, when we decided to cover Laura Owens, you were like, "We need a new name for her because
We
bunny boiler's
do.
not enough." It's
It's not
not.
enough. It's truly not.
Yeah, so that's what I'm drinking tonight. What are you drinking? I'll be back to the wine next week, I promise.
Well, tonight I'm drinking something that Double H bought last weekend when he was doing some fancy 6-course dinner paired with 5 different
Ooh.
wines. And here's his text to me: "The second white you would love, so I'll buy you one." And he did. It is I do not know how to pronounce it, Polveretti Godello from Emilio Moro Winery in
Ooh,
Spain.
fancy.
And the tasting notes say expressive and lightly creamy noise of spice pears, nectarines, and flint. Textured and bright on the medium to full-bodied palate with zingy acidity and a tot. I am just gonna say I've already broken it. I would not buy this wine again.
No, I'm
I
sorry,
would not.
HH, who's gonna edit this later for us.
I would not buy it. But I think maybe if I was eating, I looked at what it was paired with and it was a spicy
Mhm.
dish, it probably would be good for that, but not just to sit here and drink with nothing.
Yeah, so food wine. Food wine is very
It's
different
probably
than casual drinking wine.
yes.
Like, I can drink dry reds when I'm eating, but to just have a glass
This
of no, thank you. Hard
this
pass.
is not a drinking wine, I should say. Like, I wouldn't
Mm,
open this just to drink,
right.
and maybe I'll save because I have to drink the whole bottle tonight. 'Cause I can't have
It's
alcohol
true.
after midnight. So maybe when I go eat dinner, maybe I'll fix something spicy to see if it makes it better.
Oh, look at you, a science experiment. I love
I'm
that.
gonna try.
All
Now
right. Go ahead.
sorry, I was about to burp.
Oh. Oh, a llama moment from you. It just happens. It
Excuse
happens.
me.
Well, with Terry's let's get into tonight's case, shall we?
So, Michael Dippolito thought that when he met Dalia in October of 2018, that he had met someone he could spend his life with. They had chemistry, they had a connection, and it didn't matter that he was already married to someone else.
Nah, who cares about that?
No. Michael told everyone that they met at Starbucks and that the two began an affair.
How romantic. Now,
Mhm.
2 months later, he proposed to Dahlia, and she accepted, and Michael bought her a $26,000 diamond engagement ring, which is just that's wild to me to
That is
spend on a ring, like, right? Like, what?
well,
What?
especially not in his situation, which we will get to.
Right? I have many questions about that, but that's not why we're here today. Now, Michael's divorce from Maria was finalized on January 28th, 2019. The same day, I don't think that is accurate, but that same day, he withdrew $238,000 in cash from his safety deposit box and used it to purchase the Renaissance Commons townhouse for himself and Dahlia and their 2 dogs. Now, the beach was only a 10-minute drive away, and there were plenty of restaurants, shops, and cafes nearby, making the location a good fit for the couple's active, cosmopolitan lifestyle because new love and why not, I guess. Now, Dahlia acted as the realtor for the transaction. Interesting. Interesting. And received a commission. Can you do that?
You can. You can.
Okay. Interesting.
Because as
No.
long as her name is not on it and he bought it, there's nothing to stop it.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Never thought about it until now.
Because they weren't married when he bought it.
Oh, they were just engaged.
Right.
Okay.
They got
I'm sorry.
married.
I forgot. Now, 5 days later, there it is. They married in a registry office ceremony. So, okay. Okay. Was that planned on purpose?
With this couple, you never know.
That's true.
You never know. You never know. Well, Michael Dippolito was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on December 18th, 1970. Both of his parents struggled with drug addiction, and Michael was raised by his grandparents. Now, guys, sadly, he developed his own substance abuse problems in early adolescence. And at age 15, he was admitted to a rehab facility, which is sad.
Hmm.
After his release, he stayed sober for 5.5 years and he worked as a night counselor at the same treatment center where he had received help.
Now, he did relapse in his early 20s and spent the next few years in and out of rehab. During that time, he began dealing crack cocaine, and Dalia later relocated to Florida and began working as a telemarketer for several different companies. It is always bad for kids of parents who are
Yes.
drug addicts, and then they get into it too. Because at that young age, that's your normal.
That's your normal. And that's why I'm like, when I
Mhm,
say he's not a perfect victim, you will understand it has nothing to do with his drug
mhm.
addiction issues or the fact that he's a cheater that I say he's not a perfect victim. I'll just put it this way, if he was a female, nobody would be saying anything nice about her.
That's true,
So,
as we've learned. But I don't know. It just always makes me so sad
it
because the kids don't stand a chance sometimes. You
they don't.
know.
I mean, and I can't help but wonder, and I tried to find, was he born addicted? Did
Oh,
his mother use while she was pregnant? Because if so, there's a much
oh
higher
yes,
chance.
it
So,
is.
I
Mhm.
looked, I mean, but back in the '70s, I mean, I was born in '70, they didn't track that stuff.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Um, Buffy says, "Is there such a thing as a perfect victim other than kiddos?"
I
Not
don't think
really,
so.
not really. I
I don't think so.
well,
But
in my opinion, no, but others disagree. Now, Michael's job involved cold calling potential investors to sell gold coins in foreign currency.
hmm.
He was a natural salesman and he did well in that line of work. Okay. At one point, earning around 200,000 in an 18-month period. However, the sales were part of a scam in which the telemarketing companies kept their clients' investment money. And when those scams fell apart, Michael started a cold calling scheme of his own because the
Mhm.
company he worked for went belly up. I
It's
mean,
so weird. So many cold calling jobs, and guess what they normally are? Scams. Most of the time, that's exactly what they are. Um, Now, in 2002, he was arrested and later convicted of unlicensed telemarketing, communications fraud, and grand theft, which are not great charges. Now, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison and he was released in 2005 with an extended probationary period of 28 years and was ordered to pay $219,000 in restitution to his victims. Now, he had a payment schedule which was arranged so Michael could make monthly installments over the course of his probation. Wonder what that would be. How much
I
is
don't
that? Somebody do the math. I
I
can't do
don't
the
know, but
math.
28 years is wow. Now, he was also required to report to his parole officer once a month and provide details about where he was living, who he was living with, what he was driving, how much money he made, all of the typical stuff. His home and vehicle could be searched without warning at any time. And he was not allowed to leave Palm Beach County. uh, I guess Double H is home. The dogs are barking in southeastern Florida without prior approval from his parole office. So he didn't have on a monitoring bracelet, but he was basically
Oh, yeah. That's pretty standard.
it does Betty Ross sounds like boiler room.
Now, after his release from prison, Michael moved in with his girlfriend, Maria. He began using drugs again, which led Maria to end the relationship. Well, Michael decided to get sober for good, stopped using, and began attending support meetings and counseling. Good for him. He got a job at an online marketing company. reconciled with Maria, and they married in July 2007. Now, afraid of returning to prison, Michael followed the terms of his probation and maintained his sobriety. He developed a stable routine, starting each morning with an early gym session before heading to work.
I mean, I am going to give him kudos for that, for
Oh,
making
yeah.
that commitment, to be sober. So I
It's
am
hard.
going to give him, because that's hard. And
Mm-hmm.
guys, once you get sober, that doesn't mean you're sober forever. It is an ongoing daily thing for these.
That's
Okay.
very
You
true.
need to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
In late 2007, he started his own line marketing company, Mad Media, selling ad banners and search engine optimization services to help clients drive more traffic to their websites. Guys, that was a huge deal back then. Okay.
Mm,
The company's early success was affected by the global financial crisis in 2008, but Mad Media still turned a profit and supported a comfortable lifestyle that catered to Michael's expensive taste. Guys, I'm going to just tell you, his version of a comfortable lifestyle and my version of a comfortable lifestyle are two totally different definitions. And you're
yeah.
going to hear some of that, like
Yeah.
$26,000.
For a ring. Jeez. Now, by October 2008, Michael's marriage was falling apart. And like we said at the beginning, Michael was immediately attracted to Dahlia. She was the daughter of Peruvian and Egyptian parents, and many described her as absolutely stunning with a great personality. So,
And I'm going to just say, I don't get that description, but that's okay. Dalia Muhammad was born in New York in 1982. She was raised in Boynton Beach, Florida, after her family had relocated there during her childhood. Like Llama just said, she is the daughter of Peruvian and Egyptian parents, but her parents divorced when she was 17 years old. I mean, she's pretty. She
mm-hmm.
she is very pretty.
Oh, yeah. Now, after the divorce, she lost contact with her father, but remained close to her mother, siblings, and extended family. And as a young adult, Dahlia became involved in sex work and spent several years working in South Florida and California, at times operating massage parlors. She was also a licensed real estate agent and worked part time in real estate. So she's doing all sorts of crazy things. She's busy.
And we're not going to judge her for that at all. It's the crazy hot theory. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to meeting Michael Dippolito in 2008, she had multiple relationships, including an on and off long-term affair with convenience store owner Mohammed Shadiha. I believe is how you say it. Shadiha. That
Shihadi?
lasted what?
Is it Shihadi?
Shahadi?
Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, to me, that sounds like she's a hottie, but
It could be.
so it lasted 8 years, guys. So this was a long-term thing. And she also had a relationship with Mike Stanley, whom she had met in 2006 during a trip. She was living in California that she went back to Florida.
Okay. Now, Stanley and Dahlia later lived together in California for a period before separating, but remained in contact. Now, these relationships overlapped at various times over several years, and later, those are all going to become very, very important. So,
it'll all make sense at the end, kind of like Hanson did. At the end, you'll be like, okay, now I get it. Now, Michael had begun running his business from their new home, while guys, Dahlia largely lived a life of leisure. She would leave to show houses a couple of times a week. How do you make a living that way? I don't know. They spent weekends visiting family, watching movies, going to the beach, but they wanted to travel. But Michael's probation, I mean, his restrictions made that difficult, which became a source of frustration for her. I mean, she wanted to live the high life, guys.
but
And
she also knew what she married, into. Like his restrictions then also become your restrictions.
you are supposed to be driving on top and not looking, okay? Unless you already know what she looks like, okay? But you do not be looking while you're driving. No,
Uh-oh.
she did know, and that I think she thought that he would just lie and they
Mhm.
could go to Hawaii. I mean, she thought he could do that. Now, what's interesting, in early 2009, they began having repeated encounters with law enforcement, adding to the tension.
Mm, that's not great. Look at this honeymoon.
Savage.
Now, in early March, Michael's probation officer received 3 anonymous phone calls from a neighbor who claimed that Michael was dealing steroids and ecstasy from his townhouse. A team of 10 officers, which seems a little too much, but okay. A team of 10 officers searched the Dippolito's home, but found nothing to support the allegations.
I mean, 10? I mean, this place couldn't have been that big. I mean, we're
Right?
not talking 10,000 square feet. 10 officers?
It's crazy.
I found that to be a bit much, but that is a small area. So
Well,
maybe
now that I think about it, though, because the fact that he was a felon,
he was a felon.
maybe there's this he wasn't a violent felon, though. So I don't think that justifies that, but maybe it's because he is one and it's just extra or something. I don't know.
Savage, you're out of the corner. But I have to ask, and guys, I'm going to just say, I don't know, so don't come at me. I meant to look. I know steroids are illegal now. I don't know why I thought back then they weren't illegal. I think I thought most bodybuilders, because I remember going to, it was Gold's Gym. They sold them in a case at Gold's Gym. So
I mean, think of all the baseball players that got in
I know,
trouble
but
for using steroids and stuff.
so how was that? They sold them at Gold's Gym in the display case.
I sell a
And
lot of
I
things.
do know it was back, I mean, and I was in Vegas at that time. So maybe
Mm.
I didn't know it was illegal that you could call the cops and they would go and check on somebody. Ecstasy, yes.
The ecstasy is probably what got them.
Okay, that's
More
what I
than
wanted to know,
anything.
because I'm like,
No, it's probably definitely the ecstasy. So
okay, I feel better. Then on March 16th, police received another anonymous call reporting that someone was dealing drugs out of a gray Chevy Tahoe in the parking lot of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Manalapan,
oh.
which is about 6 miles from the Dippolito's home. So they were still in Palm Beach County. Officers responded and learned that the vehicle belonged to Michael, who had spent the weekend at the hotel with Dalia. Michael said he had nothing to hide and allowed police to search the SUV. Nothing of interest was found. I mean, I'm sorry. Who pays for the Ritz-Carlton to do a staycation?
Yeah, when you're like literally right there.
I mean,
With
6
all their
miles from your house and you're paying $600,
online
$700 a
marketing
night?
money. I'm just saying, usually people that have that kind of money didn't always get it doing good things.
So that just surprised me, because I'm like, really?
Right. I agree. Now, just 13 days later, on March 29th, a specialist narcotics team was dispatched to the City Place Shopping Center in West Palm Beach after receiving a tip that a large quantity of drugs was being stored in a Chevy Tahoe parked in the underground garage. You want to take a guess of whose car that was? Well, it was Michael's, and Michael had parked there while shopping with Dalia. And so when the couple returned to the vehicle and learned about the tip, Michael appeared upset but remained cooperative. And with the assistance of a police dog, officers found a cigarette box beneath the spare tire containing a small amount of cocaine, which is not great for Michael.
And guys, I have been to that exact shopping center. It was June of last year.
Oh, wow. It's still around, huh? Okay.
Yeah. The call is coming from inside the house. I don't know. We'll find out. So in Florida, possession of cocaine is a felony and an automatic violation of probation. I'm going to say I think that's in any state, not just Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, Michael broke down crying, telling officers he had been sober for 6 years and did not know the drugs were there. He did suggest that maybe his ex-wife, Maria, had planted them in retaliation for their recent divorce. Now, Officer Mary Hooper, who led the search, stated that Michael appeared genuinely shocked when the cocaine was discovered. Guys, she allowed him to leave.
That's saying a lot, quite
That
frankly.
says a lot. That means he did. Now, sadly, these newlyweds were not done with the crazy happenings.
No, because 4 days later, officers were dispatched to the Dippolito's home after an anonymous caller reported that the couple had been yelling throughout the night. The caller claimed that earlier that morning, they saw Michael drag Dalia inside by the hair and heard banging noises coming from the townhouse. Officers separated the couple and questioned them individually. Both acknowledged arguing about money, but denied any physical altercation. Officers observed no injuries on Dahlia and nothing out of place in the home, so they left because, yeah. Now, later that night, Dahlia told Michael she was pregnant with their first baby, and he was excited to be starting their life and for becoming a dad. Man, oh man, does some of this is
I
not
have
great.
to tell you, if you look at this picture, if you look at his face,
Mm,
he looks kind of enthralled and he is captivated by her.
yeah, I'm sure.
He is. Hello, Mama Llama. I have not been called T-Tai in a long time. And just so you know, the way you spelt it is the way that one of my nieces used to say my name because she couldn't say ours. So she
Mm.
called me T-Tai.
Oh, that's funny.
So you
I
just
love
made
that.
me feel all warm and cushy inside. And now, on May 1st, 2009, Dahlia told Michael she had received a strange phone call from someone identifying himself as Detective Hurley from the Boynton Beach Police Department. The caller allegedly told her he knew what she had been doing and that she should confess to her husband. Now, Michael was upset, and the couple went to the police station to confront Detective Hurley, only to learn that no officer by that name worked there. And they kind of dismissed the call as a prank, but they were suspicious because cops were definitely all up in their business.
Yeah, like, I mean, he had to have been like, your life was going just fine and quiet and whatever, and
You got
now you got
divorced.
the cops knocking on your door about every other
And
week.
it could be the crazy ex because he did
Well,
cheat on
okay,
her and
that's
wait and
true.
with this girl and wait until you learn how they met. And I
That's
have to
true. I didn't
say,
think about that.
because fabulous Amos picked this picture, which I did tag, I think she's got extensions in.
Oh, probably.
Because look how her hair stops, then all of a sudden it goes really long. If you have layers, why would you have it chopped at your shoulder and then all of a sudden a big long piece?
Yeah. Oh, those are definitely probably
Okay, thank you.
those.
Because I stared at that for so long researching it. Because that's why I won't do
Mm.
extensions. So,
Oh,
side note.
now 4 weeks later, after a workout out at LA Fitness, the Dippolitos returned to Michael's vehicle and found a note on the windshield. It read, "Bring $40,000, 9:30 a.m. back to this space and put it under the car behind you. Do not tell anyone, especially your wife. I will tell you all that has happened to you, is happening to you, and what will happen on Friday. Tell no one and come alone." And it was signed, "Someone who will help you," and included a Miami area phone number. Like, this is just a bad movie at this point. Why
Well,
does
but
this
if you
ever
stop
happen?
and think about the fact that he did swindle and scam people and he went to prison for it, and it's a Miami
Mhm.
phone number, because I have to tell you guys, I wouldn't mess with anybody from Miami and shit like that. Hi, Texas.
Now, when Dahlia called the number, a woman answered and threatened to kill both her and Michael. So the couple reported the incident to police, who did not seem to take the threat seriously. I mean, probably because it looks ridiculous.
I just decided to look to see what the alcohol content was. It's 12%.
Oh boy.
I know, because I just felt it. I was like, okay, I felt it.
Oh.
Now, Michael was eager to end his probation early. I mean, 20 years is excuse me, a long
A long
time.
time. Mhm.
Okay, now I'm Llama for sure.
Well, we hang out too much. We've had too many shows together this week. That's what the problem is.
So he hired a lawyer who negotiated a deal in which his probation would be terminated if he paid the remaining 191,000 in restitution. Dalia offered to contribute 91,000. Who has $91,000 just sitting around on their bank account?
I'll
Am
just
I just have to ask, am I just living in a totally different world? Because who has $91,000 sitting in a bank account that they can just say, "Hey, let me give you 91,000." Do you, Llama?
No, usually people that have that kind of money, considering their history, it's usually they're not doing necessarily legal things. But I'm not accusing anybody of
That's true.
doing anything. Just saying it's very interesting.
Well, apparently Buffy does. So, Buffy, if I need bail money, I know who to call. Okay. Someone that has a $26. I was like, maybe he put it on credit at Zales, is what I was thinking.
Maybe,
Okay.
but oh my God. How you got good credit though after what he did? It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about today. So I will
But
hold those thoughts to myself.
she wanted to contribute because she wanted to get that probation lifted so that they could start their life of leisure and travel without restrictions. And Michael gave her the remaining $100,000 cash that he had sitting around. So, guys, I just have to stop and say, with what he paid for her ring, what he paid down on the townhouse,
Mhm.
and that he could have paid off that restitution back
Sure
when he was
could
married
have.
to the other woman.
Now, isn't it like his online company for like ads or something, which is
Yeah.
really just they sell your data for lots of
Well,
money.
back
So
then they didn't because I have a
yes, they
very
did.
good
Yes, they did.
well, I have a very good friend that they were early in the AOL banner ads,
Mhm.
and they sold the ads, but they back then maybe it was just back then, they
Oh
didn't
yeah.
do all the cookie collection because that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Because
We
he
won't
made a
go
lot of
into
money over a 5-year period,
Mhm.
got out, and is still living off of it.
Yeah, no, but this is during this time period with what all was happening during this time and certain things that were passed. We're not going to get into it.
That's
There's a
true
good
now that I'm
chance that he's
thinking.
selling everybody's information because those people get a lot of, is it illegal? I don't know. Is it unethical?
Yes,
Yes.
but it's not illegal. But so
So,
he gave her 100,000. So in my eyes, they're both kind of 50-50 in putting the money in. But like I said, I just want to know who has that kind of money laying around because I might have to go start working the
I
streets
mean,
in
you can
Austin.
sell your soul if you want to. I'm not judging.
I
Everybody
don't
has
think
their own
anybody
thing.
is going to pay to see this.
Oh, I thought you were talking about selling data.
No, I said go working the streets.
Oh, well, yeah, don't do that. Plus, it's hot out there. Ugh, and sticky. Um,
Manage Jam, hello. I don't know
now,
who you are.
Dahlia provided a receipt to Michael showing the money had been wired through an account in the Cayman Islands because they got Cayman Island money too, apparently, because, legitimate people usually do. However, Michael noted that on the receipt, it also showed that the transaction had been reversed. And Michael was not happy, but asked her to just fix it. So, okay.
A week later, Dahlia gave him a cashier's check for $191,000 drawn from the account of Eric Tao, the husband of one of her friends. And what she explained, it was faster for Eric to get the cashier's check rather than wait for the Cayman Islands transfer to clear. Guys, I'm going to just tell you red flag, red flag, red flag right there. Because what kind of friend offers to write a check and cover that kind of money? If I had it, I wouldn't even do it for my kids. And I
Yeah.
love my kids.
Yeah, not so much.
So
Not
maybe
so
I'm a
much.
bad person.
Now, when the couple attempted to deliver the check to Michael's lawyer, Dahlia suddenly grabbed it back, saying she wanted her $91,000 returned. And Michael, who desperately wanted it off his probation, and withdrew $140,000, the last of his savings, from his safety deposit box, and gave Dalia $91,000 in cash in exchange for the check. And upon handing the check over to his attorney, Michael discovered the check was actually for $191, which is a very big difference between that and $191,000.
So, guys, do you notice he had another $140,000?
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't need her. Like I said, he's not I'm not going to say he's a good guy. Okay. Now, Michael was beyond upset, and rightfully so. And he called his wife, telling her that this check was wrong. Dalia said that when she met Eric for lunch, he must have swapped the checks without her noticing.
As one does.
I didn't notice. He must have taken it off the table, right? Now, Dalia agreed to call Eric and that she would give Michael back the cash he had just given her from his savings. Dalia then called Michael back and said that she talked to Eric and would make it right, and he would get her a check for the full $191,000. Why Michael didn't just say, what the hell, something is wrong here, I don't know.
For somebody who had a history of being a scammer, you would think that it would be plain as fucking day to this guy, but...
And I mean, he had the money. He could have paid that money and asked to get off probation.
Yeah, it's very confusing. This whole process of why I go about it this way, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I think he wanted to keep the cash because he needed that to fall back on if Mad Media.
If you can rack up that much money in that short a period of time, okay. Maybe you shouldn't have bought a $26,000 engagement ring if you're so worried about your financial future, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. And blood diamond, guys. Okay, we're not going to go there. I'm not going to go down the blood diamond path.
Now, after getting this handled, Michael and Dalia went together to take the new check to Michael's attorney. And upon arriving at the attorney's office to hand over the payment, the couple were advised that they had just received a fax from another attorney advising them that there was a lien over Michael's condo and that the lien gave Dalia's friend Eric rightful possession of the townhouse until Michael cleared his debt. Now, I don't really know enough about liens to even understand what's happening here, but what?
So basically, Dalia's friend Eric, if this is true, he sent a document, which you can do. My ex-husband tried to put a lien on the house that I bought at our divorce. When I went to sell it, he tried to do that. You send in a paperwork, you can do it really easy, and it just takes a couple of weeks to get it figured out. But he just basically sent a thing saying, hey, I loaned this guy money. He gave me the title of his house until he pays me back.
So without going to court?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
In Texas, you can.
That's wild. Who knew? Well, listen, Michael's attorneys found all of this very suspicious because somebody with a brain is paying attention and fired Michael right there on the spot as a client, which is, it's not great when that happens. No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now, Michael then went to try and secure another attorney that afternoon. However, since the check was now made out to a different law firm, the new firm could not take that check.
Obviously.
I mean, does Florida have more attorneys than Texas? Because you can't just call up an attorney like this and get an appointment to go in an hour or two. In Texas,
have you heard the stories of Florida?
I got to remember, it is crazy.
That's Florida.
When Michael asked Eric for a new check, he told Michael he could not help him since all of his accounts had been frozen due to recent high levels of activity, and that he would call Michael as soon as he could write him a new check.
Even though he put a lien on you? Why would somebody do that? Again,
because like I said, you can do it just to tie up paperwork, and then they see that it's not valid and they remove it. And unless there is now, but I can tell you back in 2002, there was no penalties for it.
Yeah. Well, this is 2008. This is the time
So
the
there's
housing market crashed and everything. Like, what?
now Michael never personally heard from Eric again. And Eric denied receiving any money from Michael except for $30,000, which Eric said he had already given back to Dalia, the wife. I mean, I would be at least thinking, okay, who is this guy Eric and why is he scamming us?
Mm-hmm. Well, now Michael wanted to be out from under his probation, and he felt like it was a chain around his neck. So he decided he should sell his condo to pay the restitution, and the couple could just rent something until they saved up enough money again to purchase a new place.
That sounds like, did somebody just open a beer?
No, it's elbow feet open and a soda.
Oh, it sounded like a beer, just that.
Yeah, babe, my mic picks up everything. We know this.
Thank you, elbow feet. But I mean, he sounds like an adult there. Sell it,
Yeah.
rent a place. I mean, I give him credit for that. Now, Dalia thought that was a bad idea.
Of course.
She told Michael, I mean, we're expecting our first child. And that was more important than him getting off probation. Dalia
But wasn't it her idea to pay it off?
It was, but now she's thinking we've already lost all this money until we get it back. We don't want to spend what little we have. We don't want to give up our house. She began preparing for their new little one by reading parenting books like all of us do, name books, seeing her doctor for prenatal checkups.
Unlike
So
Laura.
the
Owens.
hormones, those maternity hormones kick in. And like, you know what? Maybe it's more important that we keep our house than we travel.
Maybe. Now, on July 22nd, Dalia told Michael that a friend had recommended a lawyer who might help him transition to administrative probation, which would eliminate regular check-ins with his probation officer, which, okay, I guess. So Michael met with the lawyer who advised him to transfer the townhouse into someone else's name in case it affected the decision, which none of this makes any sense to me.
So basically, like when I owned my house when Double H moved in with me, and he wasn't Double H, he was just, the guy I was never going to marry. If I would have transferred the title in his name, that meant somebody who sued me or came after me couldn't take the home because I put it in their name.
But if somebody already put a lien against it, you can't do that.
You can't do that. But like I said, when I went to sell mine, they removed it like that.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
So somebody wants to know what you're drinking, Llama. They missed that you're drinking.
Dan Montana, my leftover vodka and orange juice from last night. So I couldn't waste it.
She wanted to keep Robert Hansen going. Let's just be honest, guys. She's missing.
Well, I couldn't be wasteful. Oh, my goodness.
Now, Michael was nervous about this as he didn't like that Dalia could just possibly sell the property without him.
Finally, a good idea.
The attorney, I know. The attorney explained that under Florida homestead law, Michael would still need to approve for the property to be sold. So with this reassurance, he signed the property over to Dalia on July 31st. So totally different than Texas.
Yeah, that sounds like that's not
totally different because you sign it over, you basically are saying they can prison. Did we make it in the toilet?
No, not fancy like that. On the morning of August 5th, 2009, Dalia got up early to start her day with a workout at the local gym. 38-year-old Michael usually went with her because Dalia didn't like to go alone. He was unable to go with her on this day because 2 weeks earlier, mind you, he's so concerned about all this fucking money and not having money to do anything and all of that. Keep that in mind. He had undergone liposuction on his lower back and was having complications from the procedure that left him mostly bedridden. I'm just saying that doesn't seem like the right time to be having that.
I'm going to just say, I didn't know men did liposuction on their lower back.
Yeah, men do a lot of plastic surgery
But
now.
I didn't think,
Mhm. Well, I
I
guess
don't
this was
know,
2009, 2000.
because looking at his pictures back then, I would have maybe done here or maybe the man boobs. I wouldn't have gone for the lower back. I'm not being mean, but I saw a lot of pictures of him. That
Mm.
is not the area I would have targeted first, is what I'm saying.
Well, that's so out of pocket too. They were so concerned about money, but okay, priorities. I mean, was he getting into like fitness modeling or something? Is that maybe a reason for that? I don't know.
Not that I saw anywhere. He was just vain. He just cared about
Okay.
money.
Now, Dahlia, being the ever loving wife that she is, told Michael that she would stop at Starbucks to pick up a coffee for him on her way home. Damn, Montana, preparing the area for a tramp
You
stamp.
win. You win for comment of the night. Amy, will you snip that? We need that because that is the comment of the night, because we need to find a picture of him and we need to Photoshop a tramp stamp on.
Oh boy, I'm all hot now. Sorry.
Oh, that made you hot thinking about him having a tramp stamp?
No, definitely not that. No, I think it's the leftover screwdriver. It probably fermented more in the fridge. I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, I'll buy it. Now, just before 6 a.m. the next morning, Dahlia left the house in her husband's Chevy Tahoe SUV and drove to the LA Fitness Gym, which was about a mile from their house. At 6:33 a.m., while at the gym, Dahlia noticed a missed call on her mobile phone from an unknown number. What are you laughing at?
The comments, keep reading.
Oh. You have a tramp stamp? Can I see it, Buffy? Can I get a picture? Please?
I mean, millions of people have them.
I'm not against tramp stamps. I mean, I almost got one back in the day. Almost got one. But anyway, the caller had left a voicemail. Okay. Now, the voicemail said, "This is Sergeant Frank Ramsey, Boynton Beach Police Department Detective Division. I need you to call me as soon as you can. Ma'am, it's urgent. Thank you."
Oh no. Well, Dahlia called Sergeant Ramsey back. That's a fun last name. And he told her to return to her residence immediately. He said, "It involves your husband. There's been an incident. I'll tell you everything you need to know when you get here." And so Dahlia left the gym quickly and headed home.
I have to say, can you imagine getting that kind of call?
Does he really? Text packet? Does Gingras have one?
Who's Congress?
Oh, one of Laura Owen's attorneys that we haven't gotten to yet. So just
Okay. I was like, what? Who is this? You were 18 when you got it? I would love to see it. I wanted to get a fleur-de-lis as a tramp stamp, just so you know, Buffy.
Okay.
And I was married at the time, and my husband said not no, but hell no.
Well,
anyway.
It's good advice, probably.
Now I'm very thankful. His reasoning was, when you are 80 in the old folks' home, you really don't want that hanging down that low, is what he told me. The fleur-de-lis, the way it would have landed, would have looked kind of like an arrow. It wouldn't have looked good.
I mean, nothing's looking good at that point in time. All right. Your balls are touching the floor. Your other bits probably touching the floor. It's not the only thing that's going to be sagging, is all I'm saying. Okay.
Off topic. Can I ask a question? Because I know women's get boob lifts. Do they have ball lifts?
They do. They do, because I've wondered that before, and we've yes, it's a thing.
I'm thinking Michael got a back thing. Do they have ball lifts?
Elbow feet. That is the one plastic surgery he says he wants when he gets older.
They have.
Yeah, because they
just
they can sit on them.
Yeah, and tuck it up like a neck.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I just want a little. Okay, so they
you can
do
get a ball lift. So the more you know.
Okay.
I have talked about the craziest things on air today.
Yeah. So when Dahlia turned onto the street of where their condo was, she saw the street was crowded with police cars and camera crews. And our property was cordoned off with crime scene tape, and the front door was wide open and had been dusted with fingerprint powder while forensic investigators moved around taking photographs. Sergeant Ramsey told Dahlia, there had been reports of a disturbance with shots fired and that her husband, Michael, had been killed.
Uh-oh.
And we
that's
have a
not great.
video of that interaction.
I'm Sergeant Ramsey. I'm the one that called you. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry to call you. Listen, we had a report of a disturbance at your house, and there were shots fired. Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, man. He's been killed. He's been killed, man. I'm sorry.
No,
Listen,
no,
try to calm down.
no.
Listen,
No,
right now, what we need to get you to the station.
No.
We need to get you to our police station. I can't let you stand, man. We have to do our job. If you want us to find.
Okay, what happened for a second? I saw Amy's face.
I know.
I just looked for a second. I'm like, what happened?
Sometimes it puts her avatar. I don't know why StreamYard picks what it does. It's wild. So bad boys, bad boys. So here you can see Dalia burst into tears. Will you give me a soda, babe? Thank you. Repeatedly crying no, and then collapsed into Sergeant Ramsey's arms. And as he tried to calm her, she begged to be taken to Michael's body. Now, instead, thank you, hon. Instead, an officer escorted the distraught Dalia into a police vehicle and took her to the station so she could assist with the investigation. Okay.
And yes, Texas Packet, you are right. Cops was filming.
Your face,
and
so
your
alarming.
face was not so alarming, but when it says Llama underneath her face and she's there and all of a sudden an avatar, I'm like, did she fall out of the chair? Did she? Okay, Texas Packet, I love you because you've seen that episode. That is the cops thing that made me so interested in this bunny boiler. Are you hot, sweet girl?
Yes, I'm very
Are you getting
hot.
hot for Michael?
No, God,
Dalia?
ew. No, none
Or
of
is
these
it
people.
because it's over 40 degrees where you
I think
live?
so, yeah. It's near record. My computer
And you're
says we're
wearing
at
a
a near
long sleeve
record.
shirt.
I know. I've been wearing it all day.
Do you
No,
have
it's just the way my
shorts
house
on
is.
at least?
No, I have on sweatpants.
Oh, okay. Now I know why.
Well, I
Okay.
can't wear a tank top when we're
I didn't say a tank top,
live.
just short sleeves.
Well, it's fine.
And I have on short. Okay, we're not going to get into our wardrobe discussions.
No.
And you're right, Michael is so not her type.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Now, while being driven to the police station, detectives told her that shots had been heard and that a black man had been seen fleeing the scene. Dalia said there had been many black visitors in their predominantly white neighborhood recently and mentioned a few unusual incidents.
How
Because
convenient.
We're going to be racist like that. Shoulders do sell. Our subscribers like double when she does that. And then when we have Demi on.
Upon arriving at the station, Dalia was escorted into a police interview room where Sergeant Paul Sheridan asked if she knew anyone who would want to kill her husband. And Dalia explained that Michael was a recovering drug addict and former convict who still owed people money, just throwing him right off the bus.
I'm like, sweetheart, did you just like throw the bus out there for him? I mean, he was also scheduled to testify in multiple fraud cases, and he owed a silent business partner of Mad Media $40,000. But yet, we know how much money he has sitting in the bank, people. That's what there must not be interest on this stuff.
I have
I'm thinking.
so many questions that I know
do
weren't
too.
brought up because that's not what this is about.
Thank you, Mama Llama. She gifted a membership.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations to Mike Ball. Not laughing at your name, Mike Ball, but if
We're
you
not laughing at your name
above,
No.
there was some talk about that. But congratulations. Thanks for becoming a member. Not yours. Will you just go away?
Now, Dalia said she'd been telling people his probation was ending soon, which may had upset former associates. associates. She went on to tell the officer about the demand she had received just months earlier from someone they suspected who was not happy about Michael getting off of probation. I am glad you love it when I call you Demi. It was
Oh, thank you, Lady
savage.
in Gray.
Oh, thank you, Lady
Another
in
5
Gray.
gifted memberships. You guys are
Who
so
got
generous
those?
tonight.
I wish they would
Check
show
my
us. I
I know
hate
it's
that
stupid
they
they
don't.
don't on this side. It's
YouTube, could you do a better job?
it's the StreamYard problem. It's not
Or
YouTube.
sorry, StreamYard, do a better job.
For once, it's not the YouTubes. Now, Sergeant Sheridan told Dalia that Michael had let the shooter into the house and had been shot twice in the bedroom. Dalia said Michael would not open the door for someone he didn't know. So Dalia insisted that Michael had to have known the person he let into their home. Okay.
I mean, makes sense. Now, guys, this is where things get really interesting. So earlier we told you about how Michael and Dahlia met. Well, guys, back in 2008, when Michael was still married to Maria and she was out of town, one of Michael's friends introduced him to a website for sex workers.
Hmm.
And with Maria not at home, Michael decided that he would contact them and see if they could send someone over.
So they sent over Dalia Muhammad for the night. Yep, that's right. They didn't meet cute at a Starbucks, friends. Nope. Michael and Dalia hit it off and connected immediately, with Michael requesting Dalia again just the next day. Dalia was very pleased and decided to give Michael the second night for free because she's good like that. And that is how their love affair began. Not at a Starbucks, more like a Starfucks. But
I mean, I have to tell y'all, I didn't even know that Backpage existed back then. He literally went to Backpage
yeah,
and dialed her up.
yeah.
I've just, yeah. So
It's 2008. It's not the Stone Age, Terry.
I know, but I thought that shit only happened in Vegas.
What?
I didn't
No.
know that stuff was happening in Florida. And I didn't know.
Do you
I
know
thought
what
it was just a
Craigslist
Vegas
is?
thing.
Like,
I
Listen.
thought Craigslist, you went to find free puppies. I found out I was very sheltered and I was working too many hours and I didn't know what was going on in the world. Okay.
You are so pretty.
Okay. We just left Alaska where you had to walk the avenue.
That's true. That's true.
So, yes, Backpage. Oh, please tell me you know what Backpage is.
Congratulations to our new members, Wendy Michelle A, Ruth Ann 85, 3GG, Anna Banana 123, and Angela Halo 1307. Congratulations, guys.
Okay, I need to know what town in Texas of 1,000 that this was happening. Okay, I'm just going to say I need to know that. Okay, because I don't think you live there anymore. If you do, don't tell me. So, like we mentioned, for the past 8 years, Dalia had been in an on and off again affair with the married 29-year-old convenience store owner, Mohammed Shahadi. Around the time of her marriage to Michael, she and Mohammed had paused their relationship. Okay. 2 days after the Ritz-Carlton search on Michael's vehicle, Dalia contacted Mohammed, who had recently split with his wife, and told him that Michael was abusive.
Now, she also contacted Officer Robert Wilson, claiming Michael was violent and that she feared for her life. And Wilson told her to contact the Boynton Beach Police Department since she was outside his jurisdiction.
I mean, guys, you have to think about he's a felon. He spent time in prison. A woman says that to an officer. That's alarming. I mean, and he's a recovering addict. So on March 17th, Dalia reunited with Mohammed, and she surprised him with a $38,000 Range Rover purchased in cash. Guys, they have so much cash.
Right? This is 2008 when shit is crashing. If you weren't
I'm like,
alive then, it was not a good
people were
time.
losing their houses,
Yeah.
jobs, telecom crashed. I'm like,
Mhm.
what's happening? Okay. She registered the vehicle in his name and admitted she used some of Michael's restitution money to pay for it.
She's so great.
Now, she also asked Muhammad to help create a fake Western Union receipt because remember, he owned a convenience store where you did Western Union at.
Oh, yeah.
And he refused, but he assisted in creating a fabricated bank wire from a Cayman Island bank fax
What's the difference?
because
I'll make
that's
this big
not
thing, but not the
attached to
other.
his store. If he would have done a
Oh,
Western Union, there's an account number and it would have traced back to him.
okay.
Okay, look at this.
Oh, the real party. Okay, I'm not gonna click
Okay,
it.
you click. I won't click.
Okay, we're too excited. We're too excited.
It is a party.
Well, thank you, Amos, for gifting 10 more memberships. It's a rip party over here tonight.
It is.
Congrats.
Thank you. I
Oh,
hope
wow.
it wasn't a tornado hit and you accidentally hit the button because of a tornado. So please put in the chat that you're okay because now I'm worried.
Well, congratulations to
Yes.
all of our new members. That's awesome. You guys are the best. Now, later in March, Dalia and Muhammad met up at a clothing store where she asked if he knew anyone who could kill her husband. The pair were shopping at a store that was owned by Muhammad's cousin and was a popular hangout for the Buck Wild Gang, because that's an intimidating gang name. Several gang members in the store at the time overheard Dalia and offered her services. She offered to pay them a large amount of cash, or she would give them the new Range Rover she had just gifted to Muhammad for some reason. Be like, well, you just have his car, I guess.
If you don't know about the Buck Wild Gang in Florida, you should check it out. It's an interesting gang. It's an interesting gang.
Well, congrats to all of our new members. Salty
who
Girl
are they?
Justice for All, Jaded Wonder, Kitty Cat Meow, Cheryl G11, James Moen 8676, K Wood, X9s, Serene Owl 70, MCAT 3154, Crime Sleuthin, and Mirav 18. I just like saying people's names.
And I think I know who Cheryl G11 is.
Oh, is that your
She
homie?
is. No, it's not my homie. She, I believe, is a family member of one of our midday missing
Oh, I love
cases.
that.
I'm pretty sure it's her.
I love that.
So that makes me very, very happy that, yeah. So now Dahlia, because, you know, she was beautiful and she could talk people into things, she talked the gang members into going with her so she could show them the condo and where she lived. But these gang members were like, this is too risky because this area is upscale and there's a lot of security cameras and there's people everywhere. I mean, this is in the bougie part, guys.
Right. I mean, even
Mar-a-Lago
they
is
know.
not far down the road. Of course, Mar-a-Lago wasn't a thing back then, but it's, I mean, it was, but it's down the road.
Dahlia gives you Corey Richin vibes. I mean, a little bit, right? Yeah, a little
She
bit, a little bit.
does.
Now, one of the gang members later called Muhammad and asked if that woman was serious about the job because he could use some cash. And Muhammad told them that their services would not be needed as he was able to talk Dahlia into going to the cops and talking with them about her abusive husband, and they were helping her.
Okay. Now, Muhammad was worried, guys, now that these gang members knew his face, his number, and about his new Range Rover. He decided it was best to sell the Range Rover back to the dealership instead of keeping it. I just want to know how many miles were on it because.
Right.
Okay, you are fine. I'm glad you're fine. Muhammad took the money he got from selling the Range Rover and he secured himself a divorce attorney and took a vacation. Because remember, he had split with his wife when he hooked back up with Dahlia.
Now, upon returning from his vacation in early July, Muhammad and Dahlia met up and talked about how his vacation went with his daughter. He had told her all about their trip to Israel, and Dahlia confided in Muhammad that she had tried to get her husband Michael arrested and his probation revoked by planting drugs in his truck and calling the tip line with police. Because I know when somebody tells me that story, I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea.
That's a good
Says
idea.
no one ever. You're like, what? She went on to explain that she was trying to find a way to get Michael to sign over the townhouse to her. Crazy pants.
Which, remember, he did at the end of July.
Yeah, right.
So on July 31st, Dahlia met up again with Muhammad at a gas station.
The exact day he
And
signs over the house to her.
uh-huh.
I just realized that.
You
Sorry.
caught that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
sorry,
wondering
go
if you
ahead.
would catch that. I was going to say it later, but yes,
Yeah.
same day.
Mm.
And she asked him to kill her husband. And he said, absolutely not. He was upset at this request and he got out of the car to get some fresh air. And guys, when he got back in the car, he noticed that his Glock semi-automatic gun was missing. Okay, that's got to scare you.
Right.
He told Dahlia to hand it over, but she denied that she had it before laughing and handing the gun over, saying she was just joking with him.
As one does. Hilarious.
I mean, who does that? I mean, maybe we're different in Texas. You don't joke with guns, people.
No, no. No, but she was clearly trying to steal that shit. Now, where was I? Oh, the next day, Muhammad agreed to see Dahlia again. And for some reason, I don't understand why, but okay. And they agreed to meet at the same gas station as last time. And Muhammad asked her to explain to him why she wanted to have Michael killed. She told him she was tired of him and his friends and all the other shit. So, yeah, sure.
Something I didn't include, the gas station was down the road from his convenience store. So it was just a hop, skip, and a jump for him.
Oh, okay.
So it was convenient. Now, Muhammad offered to put her in touch with a former military hitman who was an illegal immigrant who had nothing to lose, as he would leave the country right after the murder. Muhammad told Dahlia she would need to give him $1,200 so a gun could be purchased and a photo of her husband, Michael. Dahlia then agreed to pay $20,000 after the job was done. She told Muhammad she needed it completed by August 5th, which he said he wasn't a problem. Guys, this is on August 1st because they met the first time on the 31st. August 1st. I mean,
yeah. She's getting quick with her planning. That's what she's doing. Now, what she did not know was that Muhammad had gone to the police after he began to think she was serious about killing her husband, and he was worried that he was going to get caught up in the mess and that she might try to frame him, which is somebody is using their brain in the story.
Finally, somebody is going, oh, shit.
So he decided, right? So he decided he needed to protect himself. And so he went to the Boynton Police Department and told them he was having an affair with a woman who wanted him to kill her husband and agreed to act as a confidential informant. His vehicle was then outfitted with recording devices, and police recorded Dahlia discussing the plan and providing payment and photos. Now, I do wonder, they took this so seriously right away. And I find that very interesting. Is it because of all the previous, they were like, oh, that name.
I think that name, they're like, oh, ding, 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 ding. Yeah. It's Florida. I'm going to just be honest and say when it comes to Florida, nothing makes sense to me about Florida. When my son said he was moving there, I was like, really? Jeff, are you sure? Because that place is crazy. Now, on August 3rd, undercover officer Wildy Jean, and yes, that is his name. It's Witty Jean, but I called him Wildy, but who looked nothing like a police officer, posed as the hitman. First, the hitman called Dahlia to let her know that it was going to be $3,000 up front and that he needed to meet for the payment and he needed a key to her house.
Now, Dahlia agreed to meet him in a CVS parking lot. So Muhammad drove Dahlia to meet the hitman, and he stood outside as she got into his car, not knowing that it was wired with audio and video. And she did not bring the cash, telling the hitman she would need to pay him after, which he said he could do, but that it would now cost her $7,000, which she was like, fine, I guess. And she handed over the key and the alarm codes and confirmed that she wanted to proceed with this, which is
Okay.
not going to be good for her.
Am I wrong to say that if the hitman is agreeing to not take anything up front, that he's probably a cop?
Yeah.
Am I the only one who thought that? Because when I was researching this, I'm like, girl, you're dumb.
Everybody takes money first.
You would
Right?
do this because what if you never pay them? They can't go and tell on you.
Well, then they'd kill you. So they already killed one person. They'd kill you. So, yeah.
Oh, puppy.
Carlina.
But the hitman would get money up front. Then you would just owe the banking establishment. But that was my first thought. I'm like, are you stupid, lady? But anyway.
Right.
So Dahlia informed the hitman that Michael would be withdrawing $10,000 cash to pay his business partner and that the hit should be done that morning after he gets back so that it would be viewed as a botched robbery. I mean, good plan. Dahlia even told the hitman he could take and keep the $10,000 cash after killing Michael as his payment. Okay. He asked her if she was sure she wanted to do this because there would be no take backsies, girl, after Michael was dead. And guys, she said she is 5,000% sure.
5,000%.
And we have this on video.
Now, and when it's done, you know, you're not gonna have an option to change your mind. Even if you change your mind, I'm talking wrong.
There's no changing. No, there's no like determined
definitely
already.
you wanna do
I'm
this thing.
positive, like
Okay.
5,000% sure.
By the time you get back from the gym, you're gonna find two things: dead body.
Oh, 5,000% sure.
I mean, she has zero fucks,
Yeah.
guys. I'm going to just be honest. She has zero fucks.
Cold as ice.
She is cold.
Now, after the officer, aka Hitman, finished up with Dahlia, he went back to the station, and the team got together to plan the murder for the next day. Now, just by chance, the reality TV show Cops was going to be following the department that week and filming. What are the odds, really?
What are the odds? Because you know they were like, oh, let's do this.
They're like, oh shit, we could be theatric AF. Let's go. Now, Sergeant Sheridan said that they should let the TV crew film their stage scene. And since they had Dahlia on camera exchanging money and planning the hit, she had already committed the crime, and the filming would not interfere with the active investigation. So, I mean, they're not wrong. Well, perhaps they're not wrong.
I'm only reading this because our fabulous producer has highlighted it. Bad babe. What you gonna do when they coming for you? Bad
Yes,
babe.
that's what I titled the section.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, that is not what I typed in. But so,
No.
guys, it's, yeah. JT, if for some reason you're watching, it's just not your scripts that they changed everything on, sweetheart. It's not yours. It's all new to me when I read it. So the officer, the AK hitman, called Dahlia the night before to confirm that he would do the hit tomorrow while she was at the gym, but didn't think it was a good idea to wait for Michael to go to the bank because there would be more people around and more chances for something to go wrong, somebody to see him. And they agreed that Dahlia would leave for the gym by 6 a.m.
Now, the police arrived shortly after Dahlia left and knocked on the door, as officers do. Then, when Michael answered the door, Sergeant Sheridan informed him that he needed to leave his home and go straight to the police station with another officer, and that he was not in trouble, which I would be like, I don't know if I believe you.
Look how dark it is outside, guys.
Yeah. Now, that he wasn't under suspicion or arrest for anything, and that his wife, Dalia, had hired someone to kill him. Shocked and in disbelief, Michael, and there's a TV crew right there, as you can see. He was shocked and in disbelief that he left with an officer and went straight to the Boynton Beach police station. Other officers began staging the fake murder.
Do you think Michael's brain was like, I mean, he is a convicted felon. He spent time in prison and then all of these things with planted drugs and stuff. I have to tell you, I would have been like, I wouldn't have opened the door.
Mm-mm.
I'm just going to be honest.
I've been
would
like,
not have
lawyer.
opened the door. I'm like,
Lawyer.
lawyer, not open the door. I'm not home. How can they prove anybody's inside? So after Michael got to the police station, he was told what all was going on. And then he opened up and he started telling the officers about how strange things started happening to him right after he married Dalia. He told them about the drug raids, the house being searched, and a call about a fight at their house. He even shared that the day after his car was searched at the hotel, he found a bag of cocaine and Xanax stuffed into the cap of his gas tank.
Because I know that's where I keep my cocaine and Xanax.
Guys, he
Just kidding. I don't have
would have
any of that.
been, yeah. He said Dalia was shocked when he told her, but he did say part of him kind of wondered if she had anything to do with it. But he told himself he was just being crazy.
Yeah, so the officers asked him why his wife would want him dead, and he said all he could figure out was that she wanted the condo plus the money that she took from him that was wrapped up in the craziness of her friend Eric. Oh, and we got a
Let me
video.
ask you one question that's kind of puzzling, or that we would like answered if we can. What's her motivation for having you killed? I mean, like, why not just get divorced? Or did she ever mention divorce or separation?
Never.
So, what in your mind, what's her motivation?
We just no, we just purchased a home, and I just actually signed the title over to her, and so I could straighten out my other problems with probation, and also, the $200 and some thousand she stole from me. I think is a big motivation. So basically, I guess with my home and everything else, $500,000 of motivation.
Was that money used like restitution to pay back your victims?
It was supposed to be
Your
for
fraud.
that. Yeah.
Right.
And she stole it.
I mean, okay.
I mean, I do feel for him because to think you were sleeping with this person and you're getting ready to have a baby with her. I mean, that's a mind fuck. Hey, I'm not doing that.
The crime scene was set and Michael was safe, and cameras from the show Cops were ready to film from behind police tapes. Now, we showed you this video earlier in the episode, but we want to show it to you again and see if you notice anything.
I'm Sergeant Ramsey. I'm the one that called you. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry to call you. Listen, we had a report of a disturbance at your house, and there were shots fired. Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, man. He's been killed. He's been killed, man. I'm sorry. Listen,
No.
try to calm down. Listen, right now, we need to get you to the station. We need to get you to our police station. I can't let you stand, man. We have to do our job. If you want us to find.
Okay, there's no tears. But did anyone notice she started the minute they said your husband, she started the drama reaction before they said he's dead. They
I mean,
could have
in
said
fairness, though, they did say shots were fired.
he
And
had a gun.
well, yeah, but I mean, if the cops are all at your house and the first thing they say is shots fired, you're going to probably assume somebody's dead.
Yeah, see,
But you're right. She didn't know if it was him that shot somebody or dead. I mean, you're not wrong.
and there's no
there,
tears. If you
but-
can go and watch the cops episode, because they also get her face, honey, there is not tears. Oh, Buffy says rewind. But when you see it, they say your husband, and she instantly goes to,
Mhm.
before I even knew about this, Double H and I were watching the cops, and I'm like, oh, and we were doing
Oh, yeah.
the TiVo thing was the thing back then that you did.
TiVo. Yeah, right.
But now back at the police station, Dalia is playing the grieving wife. She does not deserve an Academy Award. And as mentioned earlier, she was telling officers all about her husband's past bad dealings, his addictions, and that he owed people. And guys, she sticks to her story and she acts all upset. And we have a video of this.
Telling the officers we've had problems already, and
What sort of product?
he's been trying to get off probation, and it's just been nothing but problems the whole time that he's been trying to get off. People weren't happy that he was getting off probation because it's a lot of money he's got to pay back.
Well, when you say people, who are you talking
Why would they even
about?
know that? They wouldn't know.
People that were involved with him before,
Just
or
a little bit of everything. This was supposed to be something, when he got off probation, it was supposed to be between us. And he went and he told, friends of his, he told, certain people, and everyone kind of talks, and he's constantly running into a lot of the guys that he was on probation with. Like a couple of days ago, we ran into someone, and that was a target. I mean, and the guy comes up to us, and he's like with organized crime. It seems like a lot of the guys from Boca are starting to move up here, and we're constantly running into, you know what I mean, a lot of the guys that he knows and things like that. So it was a lot of money. It was $191,000 that he had to pay back. So we were going to go ahead, and he had the money to pay off the probation and everything like that. And then I guess somehow when he went away, some guys didn't go away. They left
you
the
mean
country.
one way he went to prison?
Right.
Okay.
They left the country. And so somehow he was dealing with some of those guys because they thought that he owed them, and I don't know, something with that he was taking care of. So the money that he used to get off of probation, he never he never did it. He did something else with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, minutes later, Sergeant Sheridan returned with a handcuffed, black man and asked if she recognized him. She said no, she didn't. And the sergeant told Dalia that the men had been seen running away from their home that morning. And Dalia said she had never seen that man before, and she had no idea who that man was. So the officer led the handcuffed man from the room.
Business. I want to know if you know this guy. Come here. Bring this guy in here. You know who this guy is?
No,
You've never seen him before.
I've never seen him before, ever.
Do you know her?
Put your head up and look at her.
Put your head up.
I've never seen him.
What were you doing coming out of her house? Get him out of here.
Now, Sergeant Sheridan then told Dalia she was under arrest for solicitation of murder. Boom. Clink, clink.
Text packet, you crack me up because I, to this day, have said that. Why you have to blur that shit out? Okay. But he was working undercover. Okay. He was working undercover. Now, guys, while this is happening, oh, don't do it, Mouse. Don't you do it. While this is happening, officers are going through the vehicle that Dalia drove to the condo after working out. Guys, they found she had packed, okay? She had an $1,800 Prada purse that has her $26,000 engagement ring in it and $7,500 worth of additional jewelry to go to the gym to work out. Because, guys, I'm thinking she figured she could say it was stolen by it not being in the house.
100%.
Because who the heck takes that shit to the gym and leaves it in your car?
Right? Oh, yeah, she totally was planning to be like, oh, this is missing. Now, Sheridan then tells Dahlia that the man they had just brought in, that she said she didn't know was actually an undercover cop, and proceeds to tell her that they have it all on camera and audio. Then, when Dahlia is so busy denying she had anything to do with the murder of her husband and preparing to be handcuffed and taken to jail, she is told that Michael is not dead, and she asks to see him. At first, they tell her no, but, they allow her to see him. So let's watch and listen of how that goes.
As I say, they don't directly tell her.
You can see her right there.
Oh my God.
She's alive.
Come here, please. Come here. Mike, come here. Come here, please. Come here.
Can't fix it.
Why not? I didn't do anything
I
to
heard
you.
you.
Mike, come here, please.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to.
I mean, guys, that is her begging her husband to come and talk to her. I mean, just stop and think about that. You're right. That was the ultimate, because she really thinks she still has a chance. Okay.
Mhm.
You would all think she knew the gig was up. But guys, this is Dalia Dippolito. Okay. Now, as all people detained and arrested, they get a free phone call. Dalia used her phone call to call her mother, which, okay, where she told her that she wanted Michael out of the townhouse, as the title was now in her name and hers. Then this crazy woman on her next call calls Michael and asks him to help her, telling him none of it's true. It's all lies.
Oh.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing, Mike. Can you please come here?
Hey,
Ugh,
listen,
awful.
I don't want to fight with you. Honestly, I can't help you.
Mike,
Don't you understand what just happened?
what they're saying is not true.
How is that possible?
Like, I'm sitting there. It's not true. It's not possible. You wouldn't even give me too much to you, but it's not possible. What they're
Hey.
saying is not true.
How in the hell did I hear it and see it?
I heard what you heard. It's not true. I heard what you heard, and I saw what you saw. Everything they showed you, they showed me.
And how is it not? How are you telling me that?
I
It's
am
not.
giving you my word that it's not true.
What do you, Dad, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
Like, please, I need an attorney. Can you please help me? It's not true.
Your brother was here, and I spoke to him. He's going to go talk to your mom. I called them for you already, right? So everybody knows where you're at. I took care of it.
I know that I need your help, okay? This is not true.
I heard it down here, too. Look, how do you explain what I saw and heard?
Like, I am limited on my phone call. You know more than anybody. It's not true. Just give me time so I can talk to you.
What? The keys they found in your purse. Was that for my money hiding right now?
No, they're just regular papers.
No. They were safety deposit keys. I know what they look like.
Okay, and it's got papers. Okay.
Well, listen. I don't know how you're going to actually have the nerve to sit here and lie to me now. I don't understand. Like, I heard you say it, Dalia. I saw your mouth do it. Okay? I can't help you even if I wanted to. Do you get it?
Why don't you want to?
It's out of my
You're
hands.
not even trying. It's different if you're trying. You're not even trying.
What could I possibly do for you? I don't get it. What could I do?
You're not even trying.
Trying what? I'm sitting here like a dumbass.
Okay, they're getting ready to like take me again.
Dalia, I'm gonna give you some advice, and you need to listen. You're gonna be ran around in there for a little while, a couple days. You need to just try and relax and just go with it, and keep to yourself, and don't say a lot.
Like, I love you. Don't do this to me. I'm sitting here. Everybody treated me awful. I didn't do anything to you. You know me. Everyone knew
can't help you. There's nothing I can do to help you. You know?
He does.
Oh, he's absolutely Jersey Shore, folks.
Yeah. You know? No. What I'll do, you know what I'll do for you? Seriously? You sign my house back over to me. I'll help you, Mom, immensely. Give me my house back.
Give me my house back.
Okay, what?
I'll help you. So I don't have to go through the legal bullshit I have to go through already.
What does that mean?
It means sign my property back to me that you stole, basically.
That's what you're thinking, and I didn't steal anything.
All right, so listen. I'll have the papers sent over to you somehow. You'll sign them over to me, and then I will help your mother. Okay?
I'm not signing anything.
I know you
No.
wouldn't sign anything. I knew that
She
wasn't
would
gonna happen.
never
But I
do
can't
anything to
help
hurt him, guys.
you. Okay?
That's what you're thinking about. I'm sitting here watching, and you're thinking about
Now
our
you
house.
start having me killed.
That's not
You're
true.
a liar. You're a liar.
What does your mom say?
She's not saying shit. She's sitting there. What's my mom saying?
And what?
Check it out. My mom, your mom, and everybody else's mom, they're all out of it. You know where you're sitting right now? That's the reality. I can't fix it. I just offered to help you, and again, you have the balls to say no to me. Okay? Then I can't help you.
How do I believe you're going to help me if I do that?
Because you know why? Because I'm the only person on the phone that's ever done what they said they were going to do. Me. Okay?
How do I believe that?
Don't say shit. I just said I'd help you.
The audacity of this woman.
Okay? You just basically said you to me, which is hilarious considering your situation and considering what the just happened today. Have your mom call me. I'll talk to her about it. I told you what I do. I'll fix it. I'll help you. You got to do the right thing. All right?
Stop
That's it.
and fingerprinted now.
All right.
He is being way nicer than I would be.
I mean, he is. And
You wouldn't
Amy,
be
you
able to
said,
play my phone call. It'd be beeps the whole time.
Amos says that he spoke to her like that all the time. No, from all the research and voicemails and stuff that were on her phone, because Florida's great about giving up information.
Mm-hmm.
At least on those, he didn't. Because let me tell you, if he was truly a monster as far as the DV, the physical domination stuff, he would not have been so kind. Because let me tell you, hi, beautiful monkey butts.
Hi, monkey butt.
You can stick around. It's okay. But, you could call your mama every now and then. It has been over a week since she has called me.
Uh-oh.
I don't even get goodnight text anymore. She came for spring break. She left. I haven't heard shit. That's okay. We'll move on. But I have to tell you, he was nicer than I would have been, because let me tell you guys, she got some big balls.
Yes.
He offered to help her mom out, which means offering to help bail, attorney. And she said no. He cared enough. He called her family to make sure he's been through the system. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have called anyone on her side. I would have been like, they've never dealt with the legal system. Let them figure it out.
Right. So Boynton Beach Police Department found themselves in a bit of a media firestorm after releasing some video footage just one day after Dalia's arrest. You see, Dalia had signed a consent form that Sergeant Sheridan had presented to her for their interviews to be videotaped. But it was actually a consent form for Dalia to appear in the TV series Cops. So that's probably not great. Probably not great.
Apparently, somebody else has done something not great.
Did you send her a picture of Snake? Probably.
No.
Me too, monkey butt. Me too.
Oh, no. That is not why she's avoiding me. Girl.
No. You'll have to tell me
I'm
later.
going to just say, if you didn't try to have your husband killed or boyfriend killed, monkey butt, there is almost nothing you could do that would make me mad at you and not love you. So.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm gonna just I'm sorry, I just can't. But Michael was hounded by the media, and he even appeared on the Today Show, and he shared his disbelief at first about Dahlia's plan and described how he felt watching her hiring someone to kill him. Which, guys, that I'm gonna just say that I have empathy for that. Then he learns after Muhammad talked to the police again that Dahlia had tried, excuse me, to poison him on July 22nd while he was recovering from his liposuction on his back.
Mm.
She had put antifreeze in his chai tea from Starbucks. What the hell?
Rookie.
Guys,
It never
I'm
worked.
getting ready to have surgery next week. Do
Mhm.
I need to worry about double H? I mean, I don't drink
what?
chai tea.
No, don't do that. It's very easy to to catch somebody doing that. It's about the
Llama,
dumbest
you
thing you
promise
can
you
do.
will cover it if he does anything like that, right?
Sure, but it's sorry, HH, when you go to edit this episode in the future.
I might have to go in and delete stuff before he does the editing. Okay, I have that
onto
ability.
you. She's on.
Yeah, but thankfully, guys, just after one drink, he said it tasted like gasoline, and he threw it out.
Which is interesting because it's said to have a sweet taste.
Well,
So,
I was going to put this in, but I wanted to surprise you.
oh,
So I actually, back with my former co-host, we did a case and we talked about antifreeze. I tasted antifreeze.
mhm.
I went out in the garage and tasted it because I wanted to know why they didn't do like natural gas. They make it smell like rotten eggs so that you
Right,
know
yeah.
it's present. Why they didn't add stuff to antifreeze, because it is very poisonous to dogs. I mean,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
talking, it can be instant. So
Sure.
I tasted some. And I have to tell you, it does have a chemically sweet taste. I mean, I spit it out, guys. I did not swallow.
Wow. Okay.
I was excited to not swallow. But if you put that in something, if somebody was sick, and you
Mhm.
put it in Gatorade or something that is overly syrupy sweet,
Oh, yeah.
you could get away with it.
You could until they did an autopsy. Because what it does to you is very obvious. That's why anyone that does it is stupid.
And that's why I said, you're stupid. You are stupid. So
But yeah, putting it in a chai tea is very
I don't know what
stupid.
chai tea tastes like because
Well,
I've never
Probably
tasted it.
gross because I don't like tea or chai tea, or coffee or whatever. Congrats, you're probably
Oh my
pregnant with
God, I'm
twins.
pregnant with twins? Oh my
You
God.
spit it out, so probably.
Guys, I have always wanted twins. Considering there's somebody who's watching who thought you got pregnant by swallowing, that we're just going to move on from there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, listen, back to the
Guys,
story.
He got sick. So he swallowed it. He got mouth ulcer, stomach cramps. And he thought it was from the liposuction that he had done. He thought it was something, or that he thought it was food poisoning. But guys, then he realized, oh shit, she was trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And
Yikes.
antifreeze is not a way somebody wants to die.
No.
Yeah.
No. Go listen to an autopsy report of somebody who's been poisoned with antifreeze. It's not great. The whole experience is horrible, and it's very easily to detect in a body because it crystallizes. You dumb dumbs.
Guys, but it wasn't until like the 90s, I believe, that they learned about the crystallization. It wasn't
that's true.
as easy.
But people still do it because they're dumb.
Uh-oh.
So that's true, Bill. You're right. Ugh, I better take it back.
I mean,
now, the police department was busy investigating and gathering evidence for Dahlia's trial when they learned that she was back in touch with Mike Stanley, remember, one of her exes, on July 23rd, 2009, the former boyfriend, and that she had told him she loved him and that the two were soulmates. Mike felt the same, and Dahlia admitted to Mike that she had lied to Michael about being pregnant. Oh, shit. We got another one. Yep, this crazy bitch is not pregnant with Michael's child or anyone else. Pulling the old Laura Owens trick.
She used fake sonogram pictures. I mean, I have to tell you, until Laura Owens, I didn't know that that was a common thing. And apparently it's been a common thing for years.
Right? Bitches be crazy.
I mean, I
Like,
wonder
oh
if
my
I could put
gosh.
my sonogram pictures up for sale on like the stock thing, and maybe I could make some money from crazy women buying them.
I mean, sure. I don't think that's ethical, but however you
I'm
want to
not
make your
saying
money.
it's ethical,
So I
but we could
guess.
cover the case when they bought it.
I don't think that's going to pan out how you think it will.
I know, but that's not all. Okay, police found that Dalia had sent Mike her husband's social security number along with his bank account information, and she asked him to call the Treasury Department to try to get Michael's accounts frozen.
She's diabolical.
Yeah, so you see, Dalia did not want Michael to pay the restitution, which would end his probation. She told Mike that her husband, Michael, was full of shit and ungrateful because he was crying broke when he had all of that cash in the bank, a nice house, nice cars, life that was good.
All of the things. Then the pair began talking about how to get Michael to sign over the townhouse to her and ways to plant drugs on him and get him sent back to prison. In one text, she said, "Let's get this motherfucker arrested by the weekend." Very efficient conversation, that is. Now, while the prosecution was looking through the documents for Michael, signing the home's title over to Dalia, he discovered that Mike Stanley actually posed as the lawyer, hence tricking Michael to sign over the townhouse. Dalia had also gotten her mother to have a friend act as the said lawyer's paralegal, who actually met them at the courthouse for $500. Just wonderful people in this story.
That's what I'm saying. And yet, Michael was so nice and tried to call her mom and offered to help her mom because he didn't know all of this. Now, guys, Dalia, she didn't just manipulate Michael. She got everyone else involved.
Yeah, there's not really any good people in this story. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, sadly, besides law enforcement, Michael is the best person
I
in
know.
the story, and he's not great.
Low bar. Now, Dalia's defense team jumped right in to help her. First of all, saying that their client was a sweet and innocent young girl who was swept up in the rich and flashy lifestyle of her husband. Hold on to your butts, because it is about to get crazier, if you can believe it or not. It does.
Yeah, I don't know. Dalia's defense was that her image-obsessed husband was the mastermind behind the murder for hire plot as a way to secure a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Guys, that's what she said. Okay. Saying that Michael had convinced Dalia and Muhammad, who had happened to appear on 2 episodes of Burn Notice, to help him get a reality TV deal, guys. I mean, I've heard a lot of crazy shit, but seriously,
I think being on a USA show, obviously, is amazing.
I mean, this is a guy that's trying to get off probation. Would he really design this?
I mean, I don't know. People do crazy things, but that's crazy. Now, Dalia went to trial in 2011. During the defense's opening statement, attorney Michael Sunick, anyone else notice that Dalia has a thing for men named Michael and Mike? There's a lot of them in this story. Said that the plot for the contract killing of Michael was never real. It was a stunt that Michael, whether he will admit it or not, hoped to capture the attention of someone in reality TV. He goes on to say that Dalia was a victim of her husband's and the Boynton Beach Police Department's hunger for fame. That doesn't even make any sense. But okay. Sure, Jan. Sure. The real husbands of Miami Beach. Michael could have been on that show, you know that.
I mean, it is And if Cheryl, my bestie, is watching, just because I have 4 exes named Michael, I am nowhere near like Dalia, okay? There's a lot of Michaels in Texas, okay? There's a lot of them.
Yikes.
Okay. The state, of course, opened by saying that Dalia Dippolito was a cold-blooded killer who laughed as she instructed.
Wannabe killer.
No,
Wannabe. She didn't kill
I'm
nobody.
sorry. She wanted to be a killer.
It's wannabe.
Who laughed as she instructed an undercover officer to murder her husband. She's pissed because it didn't happen. Let's be honest, okay? After 3, what are you laughing at?
I was thinking of a Spice Girls parody song. That if
Share
you
it
want to
with
be
us.
my killer, you got to get with my boyfriends. Sorry, I won't go further. That's wildly inappropriate. But that's
Okay.
what I was laughing about.
I think you need to write that down, and we
Okay.
need to do that later.
Okay.
Maybe when I'm on drugs next
I'll work
week.
on it. I'll
we
work
can
on it.
Go work that. Okay. Now, after 3 hours of deliberation, Dalia was found guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder. Her sentencing was held on June 16th, 2011, with what newspaper said Michael gave a very emotional victim impact statement where he said she just wanted his money and that she should have just divorced him. He says she is a person that does not have any regret or remorse. And I'm going to just tell you guys, reading the transcripts and seeing the little video clips, I do not know where the word emotional came from.
No.
I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah.
cared, but I mean, he wasn't crying. He wasn't all,
Well, Judge Kobeth said that Dalia had no moral justification for her conduct and was motivated by greed, self-indulgence, and a desire to be free of her husband, dismissing the defense's claim that she had been sweet and innocent prior to meeting Michael, and described her campaign to get rid of Michael as relentless. He then sentenced her to 20 years in prison, minus the time she had spent on house arrest, of course. So no one even noticed the cops were there before 7 a.m. I didn't even know they could do that.
It's because they knew that cops was filming and they wanted to be on camera.
These are Laura Owens jokes, Terry, from the
I know.
Trends, which I love.
Okay, look at these photos.
Wow.
But guys, because Dalia was on house arrest, previously waiting for trial, she was once again remanded to house arrest pending the motions to appeal her convictions. I mean, guys, seriously, I don't understand why she gets to spend all that time on house arrest.
I don't either. It's crazy.
I don't know. In October of 2011, Michael and Dalia's divorce was finalized. And in the same month, Dalia filed for a retrial based on the fact that one of her defense attorneys, Michael Sunick, had represented Sergeant Ramsey, one of the officers who helped with the fake murder plot. Because remember, y'all didn't know this, but Sergeant Ramsey had been wrongfully accused of sexually assaulting a teenage girl because he went to trial and he was found not guilty.
Well, that is a wild turn of events. But also, her attorney already knew that.
And so did she. But just keep going. You're going to see that.
Okay.
They do look like they're about to eat her. They're sniffing her at the very least.
Yellow Jackets. Now, Dalia filed an affidavit saying she would never have let Michael Selnick, Sergeant Ramsey. This motion was rejected after Michael Selnick was able to produce the documents proving that Dalia had been aware and wanted him to represent her anyway. So,
I mean, he brought the receipts. Guys, that's why receipts are important. Okay. As we see, guys, Dalia continues to lie. What are you laughing at now? What am I missing?
Something later. It's not here. You'll see it later. It's fine. I was distracted. Please carry on.
Okay.
Carry
Amy,
on.
what did you do that I can't see? Dalia secured a new attorney, Brian Claypool, who is a big entertainment attorney, but he also handles special criminal cases. He's not AJ, guys. He was doing all of her work pro bono. He filed that she deserved a new trial due to the fact she had been deprived of an impartial jury.
Right.
This was partially based on the fact that a juror mentioned having read that Dalia had tried to poison Michael with antifreeze after this was deemed inadmissible at trial. Okay. Judge Cobalt was asked to remove the juror, but he declined. Guys, there were videos. There were so many videos.
Oh my goodness. Now, in July 2014, the District Court of Appeals agreed and ordered a new trial. Dalia was to remain on house arrest at her mother's home. And while awaiting her new trial, Dalia appeared in 2020 because it's always best to do interviews when you're, in the middle of a potential murder case.
Does she have lip filler or are those natural lips? That's all I need to know.
I don't know. But it was on here where she talked about undergoing therapy and taking medication for anxiety and depression. She also told the public about her newfound religious faith. Oh, don't they all have that? And that her faith was getting her through each day. Don't believe
she
her.
is on house arrest.
Right. She's a changed woman, you guys. She continued to deny that she ever hired a hitman to kill her husband, and that it was all a plot to get a television reality deal. It's not even how that works.
I know. I'm like, if that's the case, shouldn't she have had informed him? Shouldn't she have told Michael?
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, Dalia's retrial began on December 1st, 2016, with Judge Glenn Kelly presiding. The state kept their presentation mostly focused on the videotapes, which makes sense. The defense had a new attorney who now accused Boynton Beach Police Department of objective entrapment in conducting an unethical investigation that violated his client's civil rights. Okay. Then Dalia's new defense attorney stunned the entire courtroom and the public by sharing that Dalia had given birth while on house arrest, and she was a new mother to a 9-month-old son.
Yikes.
What the absolute fuckery.
Well, that's not great.
Because she's, first of all, the man. She has been convicted of murder. She should be in jail. And she's on house arrest and gets knocked up. I mean,
it's crazy how much house arrest she's been on for this, but okay.
So on December 13th, the jury failed to reach a unanimous verdict and a mistrial was announced. Guys, she was once again remanded to house arrest, but pending a third trial.
3.
I mean, there's videos, guys.
I know.
Literally.
That's crazy.
It's Florida. So all I can tell myself is it's Florida.
Now, the third trial began just 6 months later in June of 2017, with Judge Kelly once again presiding. I don't know why it's the same judge, but okay. The state stuck to their case as they had the first 2 times, and the defense stuck to their strategy. This time, it just took 90 minutes for the jury to reach a verdict. Dalia was found guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder, and when sentencing was held on July 21st, 2017, Michael once again provided a victim statement saying, quote, "We have been here for 8 years, and I will be honest with you, if I could hit a button and make this disappear, I would. But I realize that's not life. We're all sitting here acting like this girl didn't do this. It's amazing. It just blows me away. Like, I can't even believe it. It affected my life. My mom's half a nut job over this. Okay, Michael. Okay. Probably cost me a few $100,000. I have lost businesses over this. I almost was thrown in jail from her trying to violate my probation. The girl tried to kill me probably 3 or 4 times, handed me an iced tea with antifreeze and smiled at me. It just spins around like a fan, and you just can't get away from it. And you can't with people like this. You can't.
You can. And I would say that my son Jeffa would probably say a statement like that. My mom's half a nut job over this. I could so hear Jeffa saying that since he calls me mom. So Judge Kelly criticized some aspects of Boynton Beach Police Department's conduct, but they said their investigation had saved Michael's life, noting that Michael was an innocent victim whose ordeal had been going on for 8 years. He sentenced Dalia to 20 years with credit for 4 of the 8 years she had been on house arrest. I'm going to just tell you, I have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get credit for sitting on your mom's couch watching Real Housewives?
I
Or
mean,
whatever other reality show she's into.
oh, it sounds like she was busy getting pregnant. So
I know, but how is that jail?
no, I agree. I don't like it at all. So
I don't. Okay, she was sent directly to prison. She was refused bail or house arrest pending future appeals. But yeah, she got credit for that.
I mean, I don't know. I think if you're restricted in some way, I think it has to legally count as
But
state.
she still got knocked up.
Well, yeah.
So she still could have people over. For all we know, she could have been hosting Tupperware bar. I don't know. I don't think that counts.
Now, both the district court and the Supreme Court of Florida denied Dalia's appeals. So her defense team petitioned the Supreme Court of the United States. And on February 21st, 2020, the petition was denied. Dalia has exhausted all of her appeals, and she is scheduled to be released in 2032.
That's not that far away.
That is not that far away. No.
So, Muhammad Shahid, who was a brave man for going to police about his friend and his lover, Dalia, was found dead in his apartment on October 21st, 2021. Now, the latest I could find out about Michael Dippolito was 8 years ago, and that he was engaged to this woman, and he was now working in real estate investment and had paid off all of his restitution and was released from probation. Guys, I even did some deep stuff. I do have his address, but I'm not going to share that. But he's not publicly done anything since then.
Well, that's good. Good.
He has, and he's keeping his nose, or he hasn't gotten caught. I don't know which. So Dalia is still in prison, and her son is currently being raised by his grandmother and her aunt. I did do a little side research. The man that she chose to have a child with is in prison and is not a good guy. But his grandmother and his aunt is said to take him often to visit his mother in prison.
Well, that's something. Well, that wraps up the episode. How about we get into our closing thoughts? I mean, I don't really have much to say on this case, except that I'm very bothered by her being allowed to be on house arrest with all of this. That hardly ever happens to the majority of people. So I think that's pretty wild that she was given that.
How do you say that after Robert Hansen was let out after 6 months in prison?
Well, I know. I mean, hers was, I don't even know. It's crazy. Honestly, this is a story where everybody kind of sucks in it. A lot. There's not a lot of good people. I want to say this though about Michael. It does seem like he has been able to stay clean and move on with his life in a good and positive way. And I will always be happy for somebody who can do that, because that is a very hard thing to do. I don't know if what happened between him and Dalia really, inspired him to stay, on the straight and narrow and be a better person, or whatever he needed to do to grow. I'm going to go with it probably did, because this is a lot. I don't even know how I would wrap my head around that the person I had married was trying to kill me continuously. And that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I do want to give, credit where credit is due. He stayed out of prison. He seems to be clean of drugs, and
he paid back.
He paid back his restitution. And I think that, there were parts of his life where he was a real big shitbag, it sounds like, but
he made mistakes.
But he has chosen what seems like the right things to better his life. And that is more than commendable. And for that, I say good. Good for him. Because, he didn't start out with a good deck of cards, it sounds like.
He didn't.
So there's that. Dalia, she's going to come out and she's going to do the same fucking bullshit she was doing before. If she isn't already in prison, which I bet she is, how many men does she have sending her money in prison is what I want to know. I bet there's quite a few.
Don't even. It's Florida.
Oh, I bet
she
there's
won't
quite
be
a
in there
few.
till 2032. It's Florida. Yeah. I mean, I do give Michael credit. He did not have an easy childhood, easy life, and he went down the wrong path. But I do commend him for getting sober, staying sober. Because if you think about what Dalia did to him, a lot of people, I'll call you when I'm done, sweet girl. A lot of people, that would have sent you down a bad path.
Sure.
I could see so many people relapsing because you loved her. He left the woman who gave him the ultimatum that led him to get sober. He left her.
I hope he gave Maria a big old apology is all I'm saying. And maybe some
hope
money.
so too. I hope so too. But I will say I am pissed off at Dalia because the fact that she was on house arrest I don't get. You were convicted of trying to kill someone. You're on video and you said 5,000%. There was no hesitation. Oh, thanks. I mean, and so that I don't understand because that's manipulation. And the fact that she tried to control everything to the very end until she got cut off. There was never an ounce of remorse on her.
No, none.
And guys, I'm going to just tell you, all of it to me was just a desperate woman who got outplayed. And I think that's what she was pissed off about. She got outplayed. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know if her child is male or female. I fear for that child.
I thought she had a boy.
Or a boy, I forgot.
That means, a son.
But they could have just told us that it was a girl because I just learned that on a case that I'm researching for future. But it scares me because we look at Michael and how his life started. I worry about Dalia's child because what has she told that child? What victim blaming is she doing? Because I'm sorry, kids want to love their parents and you want to believe what your mom's telling you.
Right.
That's all I got. I don't have. Yeah.
Well, it's certainly a doozy of a case. Listen, there are crazy people everywhere.
Go watch the cops episode because
that's true. You can find her trial online if you're interested in watching that to get a full picture of everything. The trial does exist out there on the internet. The cop video, her interrogation videos, right?
Oh yeah, all of it is. Yeah. I mean, that's one thing I do love about Florida. They give you all the tea.
Yeah, so
and they don't even make you pay for it. So,
nice.
Guys, before we go tonight, if you like what you heard, because I'm going to just say, if Amy clipped any of my facial expressions, we're going to have a talk. But be sure to follow all of our socials because I'm sure it's going to be released there. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you're listening over on the pods, please download, give us a rating because it helps our channel, get out there. But also, if you're listening on the pods and you want to see the side eyes, the expressions, head over to YouTube because that's where you really want to see it all.
That's true.
Because you cannot describe. You think Dalia's facial expressions or something? You should see ours.
Yeah, I'm kind of known for it. Also, tomorrow night is going to be our last public show of our TMI, Too Much Internet show. We've been doing them once a month, but we have to scale back at the summertime. So tomorrow night, 9 p.m., come join us for some fun. It's just where we laugh, talk about funny things on the internet at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll be doing it monthly for our members, which you can become one just by clicking the join button. And I'm looking very forward to all of the laughs for tomorrow. Lady in Gray, you don't know what your fan fiction is, but I don't know if we're going to be friends afterwards. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay. That's just rude, Pam. Just rude.
And Terry burps.
Guys, I don't normally burp like that, but okay, thank you. Guys, also, you need to go check out our merch. We just dropped some new things that are kind of cool. If you go to tcwtmedia.com, go to the merch page, we have a coloring book. And I ordered 3 of them.
With our faces.
Our faces. I mean, and it's just our first edition. It is 26 pages of all about us.
Yeah,
all about us. So I'm going to just say, go check it out. Also, the bracelet. I ordered the bracelet.
The TCWT
bracelet
or True Crime and Wine Time bracelet. Yes.
And guys, everything we have gotten from our vendor, the quality has been amazing.
Yeah,
I will
absolutely.
say
surprising to be quite honest.
Get leery. And so you may say, oh, that's a little pricey. But guys, there's no shipping.
Mm-hmm.
The shipping is included in that price. So think about it. In the US right now, they just tried to charge me $8.70 for a Valentine's card. Honey, that's why I bought 3. One is for you. One is for you.
I love that. You're the best.
Thank you for spoiling it. I mean, geez, you can't even buy a gift for somebody. And I would say they're not for children. And when I say children, under the age of 12.
Well,
okay?
yeah.
Because you do get Llama doing this in the coloring book.
That's true.
It is great.
I love that you made that.
It is great. And then the cocktails. And guys,
Yes.
if you buy the coloring book, we are going to do a coloring contest in May. So to be part of that, you need to go to our merch store. You need to buy something because we are going to give away a really amazing gift for the coloring contest. And it has already been ordered. And Llama will not be told until the gift is done because
I don't even know.
She shares secrets sometimes.
Not when it comes to these things. I do not. Amy, you tell her. That's true. Yeah, see, she's shaking her head. No.
I know, but you can't even tell Amy.
I know. I don't tell her things.
And you can't tell Lady in Gray. You can't tell anybody but us. So,
anyway.
And no, guys, the prize is not a snake.
Now, next week, we are on a break, so there will be no live recording show here on YouTube, but I will be back on April 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern with my lovely guest co-host, Amos, because Terry will be recovering, and we're going to be starting the case of the Ohio serial killer, Sean Great. So you don't want to miss that. I'm very excited to get into that. And is there anything you would like to say, Terry, before we go or sign off?
Amy, could you just shoot me a message? I thought I was doing Midday Missing on Monday.
Aren't you?
I don't know. We just said we are. So I just looked at the calendar because, guys, I still keep a manual calendar for us too. It shows that we're not doing it.
On the calendar?
On the manual calendar. But
it's on the regular calendar.
Then, guys, I will be here for Midday Missing on Monday. I thought I was, and then I will be out for 2 weeks. But I think we said we were still going to do it because missing person cases are very, very important.
Yes.
But guys, since I won't be on True Crime and Wine Time for a couple of weeks, I hope you all stay safe. Most importantly, if you see something, say something. With the news right now, I also want to say we are learning DNA is bringing cases to fruition many, many years later. It is happening all over. So, to any family members who are thinking about just giving up, hope is still alive, guys. The answer still can come. So, I want you to keep that tucked in. Don't give up.
That's true. That's true. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. So happy to be with you guys. You all have a great weekend. Happy holidays to those celebrating. And we'll see you all very soon. Until next time, go forth and be amazing. Bye.